Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so let's talk about the job market today. It's incredibly competitive right
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
And just sending out a resume sometimes feels like, well, like shouting into the void. How do you actually get your story across, beyond just bullet points?
That's the core problem. A standard resume, yeah, it's necessary, but it often doesn't capture the full picture, your personality, your real value, how you actually think on your feet. It's just static.
Exactly, static. But there's this really interesting cutting edge thing emerging now, AI-powered resume chatbots.
hmm
Imagine turning that flat application into something interactive, something dynamic, where your professional story actually comes alive.
And it's more than just a gimmick.
Yeah.
These tools are fundamentally changing how candidates can connect with employers right from the start. It's a
Yeah.
much richer first impression.
Right. So our mission today is to do a deep dive into how these tools actually work. Why are they becoming such a must-have for people thinking ahead, and what makes them effective? We're looking at insights from recent articles, research on these interactive AI profiles, and we're focusing particularly on a technologist and digital innovator named Kevin Brake. He's really putting this into practice.
Kevin's work is a brilliant example. He's not just talking about it, he's actively using this tech to present himself professionally. It really shows what's possible.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. We know the issue with traditional resumes. They're passive, they sit there, they don't always engage people or tell the full story in real time.
Precisely. And people like Kevin Brake see that gap. He's essentially created an AI version of himself for hiring managers. It's a chatbot that doesn't just list things.
Right.
It tells his story, it answers questions, it demonstrates his value dynamically. It's almost like having a little digital ambassador working for you 24/7.
That's such a powerful concept. Imagine a recruiter getting immediate answers, tailored answers to their specific questions about you. So when we look at the key benefits, what really jumps out?
Well, first off, that instant engagement. Instead of waiting for someone to maybe read your PDF, the chatbot offers a direct conversation. It answers those initial questions, points to key achievements, and just makes you way more memorable.
That immediacy sounds like a game changer.
It really is. And it also touches on something important, showing your skills, especially if you're in tech or education or a leadership role.
Ah, right.
Having an AI chatbot isn't just saying you're innovative. It proves you apply innovation. For someone like Kevin Brake, whose career is all about digital solutions, this is like a living portfolio piece.
That's a great point. It demonstrates capability. And what about personalization? That seems huge, too.
Yeah, absolutely huge.
Yeah.
These chatbots can give tailored responses on demand. The AI figures out what the recruiter's asking about, maybe leadership, maybe technical skills, maybe project results, and gives them relevant info.
So it adapts to their needs.
Exactly. And think about the practical side for recruiters. Scalability. This chatbot works nonstop. It can handle inquiries from different teams, different time zones, always giving consistent professional answers. It basically extends your professional presence around the clock.
Okay, so that sounds really appealing, but you might be thinking, how complicated is this? How do I actually, add one to my application?
Yeah, good question. And the sources suggest it's actually pretty straightforward. There are a couple of easy ways.
Like what?
You can just put a direct hyperlink in
Yeah.
your resume, maybe in the contact section or your summary. Kevin Brake's own link, for instance, is https://chatling.chatling.aes4wavfwld8 HEA3 Simple as that.
Okay, a link. Makes sense.
Or you could generate a QR code.
Ah, okay.
Put that QR code near your contact info, maybe at the bottom. Someone
Yeah.
reviewing on a phone or tablet can just scan it and jump right into the interactive profile. Super convenient for people on the move.
Got it. Link or QR code. Seems simple enough. Now, what kinds of questions can this thing actually handle? Let's use Kevin Brake's example again. How smart is this chatbot?
Well, his is trained to handle a pretty wide range of typical recruiter questions. So it can talk about his professional background, obviously,
Yeah.
his key skills, the tools he uses.
Standard stuff.
Yeah, but it can also, walk through a specific project he managed, or even describe his leadership style, which is often harder to convey in writing.
Okay, that's getting more interesting. Beyond just the facts.
Definitely. Recruiters could ask about his experience with different client types, say government versus corporate, or how he tackles problem solving or handles feedback.
Wow.
It can even address strengths and maybe areas for development. Explain what makes him different from other candidates, suggest roles he'd be a good fit for, and crucially, provide actual results, impact metrics from his work.
So it can really dig into the substance.
Yeah, and cover the practical things too, like his career goals or his availability for contract versus full-time work. It's designed to be a really comprehensive, instant resource for them.
Okay, so this sounds quite sophisticated. What's the tech behind it? Kevin Brake uses something called Chatling.ai. Why that platform? What makes it good for this kind of professional use?
Well, Chatling.ai seems to focus heavily on natural language understanding,
Meaning?
meaning the AI tries to grasp the intent behind the question, not just keywords. So the conversation feels more natural, less like talking to a basic bot.
Right, more human-like.
Exactly. And another key feature is multi-source integration. This is important. It means you don't just feed it your resume text.
Ah.
You can connect it to your portfolio website, case studies, articles you've written, maybe even videos. It builds a richer, more rounded AI persona based on all that context.
So the knowledge base is crucial. It's trained on your specific stuff, your bio, your achievements, your career story.
Precisely. That ensures the answers are specific and relevant to you, not generic. And it's accessible across platforms, desktop, mobile, fitting into how recruiters actually work these days.
Makes sense.
Plus, from a practical angle, it's built to be scalable and secure. It offers that 247 access, but within a controlled profile that respects privacy.
Okay, so the tech enables it, but the chatbot is only as good as the information you feed it, right?
Absolutely. The content is king here.
Let's look at Kevin Brake's profile content as an example. What kind of information powers his chatbot effectively? His bio, for instance.
Yeah, his bio sets the stage clearly. Canadian technologist, educator, digital innovator, over 2 decades of experience. It mentions he's authored 11 books, built over 100 digital learning systems, reached millions of learners, and it highlights his focus. Accessible, results-driven educational tools. Impact matters.
And you mentioned impact metrics earlier. Those quantifiable achievements seem really important for the chatbot.
They are. His chatbot can specifically mention things like reducing LMS onboarding time by 40%, achieving full WCAG accessibility compliance, that's Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, on multiple government platforms.
Okay, concrete results.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Boosting learner satisfaction scores dramatically from 72% up to 96%. Developing a major free online driver education system. These aren't vague claims. They're specific outcomes the AI can share.
Numbers talk. What about softer skills like leadership?
His chatbot is trained to describe his leadership style too. Things like leading with empathy, vision, accountability, promoting innovation by giving autonomy, fostering collaboration, delivering high-impact results. It paints a picture.
And it can provide context too, right? Like
Yes.
his career path.
Yeah, the chatbot can discuss his timeline, from like building his first program at age 11, teaching tech as a teenager, developing early learning management systems in the 2000s, leading big digital projects between 2015 and 2020, giving a keynote at a major e-learning summit in 2025, right up to his current work on AI-driven learning platforms. It shows progression.
That's quite a story. What about testimonials? Can it use those?
Oh yeah, testimonials are great content for this. His chatbot includes quotes, like one from a learning director in the Canadian public sector saying Kevin's work redefined what was possible. Or an organizer from that Australia e-learning summit calling him one of the most insightful and engaging speakers. These add that third-party credibility, delivered conversationally by the bot.
That's powerful. And for recruiters just needing the quick hits.
It's got that covered too. His chatbot can spit out fast facts.
Yeah.
20 plus years experience, skilled in specific tech like WCAG, SCORM, Storyline, Lectora, VRE, LMS platforms, published author, keynote speaker, proven leader, experience across sectors, government, education, nonprofit, enterprise, and his availability, all instantly.
Okay, so it's clear when you put it all together, adding an AI chatbot isn't just like a flashy extra.
No, not at all.
It's a really strategic way to stand out, to create real engagement with recruiters. For someone like Kevin Brake, it literally turns his resume into an advocate that works 24/7.
That's a perfect way to put it, a 24/7 career advocate.
So what's the takeaway for you, our listener? Kevin Brake himself puts it pretty directly, maybe even a bit provocatively. He says, let's get ready for something new and cool. How about creating your own AI resume chatbot?
It really makes you think, doesn't it? This kind of tool can shift the whole dynamic of a job search. Imagine your professional story, answering questions, highlighting your unique value, getting a recruiter more interested, even while you're asleep.
Yeah. How could personalizing your narrative in this interactive, always-on way maybe open doors you hadn't even considered.
It's a fascinating possibility.
We really hope you found this deep dive insightful. If you did, maybe like this deep dive, leave us a comment with your thoughts or any questions you have.
And if you want to see it in action, definitely check out Kevin Brake's interactive resume. The link again is https://share.chatling.chatling.ai /1 for WA's WAVHDHW3NNM.
Yeah, play around with it. You can also find out more about the platform he used, Chatling.ai, if you're curious about the tech itself.